Welcome back, everybody. This is Gregtech New Horizons episode number 2 by jcamplays. And where we left off last time was finishing the tier of And So It Begins. So we finished that tier. Now we have the Stone Age. So we want to get outside. It's daytime now. Ooh, there's string. 5 string, in fact. I don't know how that happened. Alright, we get outside. We see our crops. Let's see how they're doing. Anyways, the first episode of Gregtech New Horizons we did And So It Begins questline, and now we're going to move on to the Stone Age questline. So this is exciting. We finished one questline in an episode, so maybe we can finish all 12 in 12 episodes. That's just kidding. Anyways, that's a very funny joke indeed. Okay, so ready, set, go. We get a lunch bag, and we get a food journal. We can claim that. What do we get in our lunch bag? We get to put food inside, which is great. Let's cook some food. I'm going to collect some more logs. Use the axe that we broke, or rather going to break, and collect some logs. There we go. So we can smelt our food with the wooden planks, which is great. And I'm probably going to make charcoal also, which is ideal because we want torches and we want a better way to smelt our food. So let me turn these into planks. Oops, there's a cave here. That is interesting. Let me turn this into flint. Alright, how's everyone doing? Ever since the last episode, I have not done much, or rather, I've not done anything at all. Oh, we can't turn it into charcoal. That's unfortunate. How do I get charcoal? Of course, it is Gregtech, so we need a Paralyze oven. Of course, so we can't get charcoal, in fact, but we can cook our food and chicken with the furnace. So basic processing, we need 25 stone. How do we get stone? We smelt cobblestone. I'm gonna make another furnace. I'm going to expand. Alright, a second furnace. Gonna smelt 25 cobblestone. Let me get more wood. We're going to need a lot of wood, so you might also collect them now with our trusty wooden axe. Alright, we're collecting wood. Let's see what else we need to do. We need to collect 128 sand. That's a lot of sand. So let's get collecting. We're probably going to need to create a new shovel. Let me just remove the depth from journey map. Alright. I'm gonna create a new shovel. And we'll collect 128 sand. I'm basically not sprinting here just to preserve hunger. But sand it is. So, where we left off last episode, we got ourselves a bed. We found enough sheep to get a bed, which is awesome. And that means we can skip through the night, which is what I did earlier before the episode started. Hey, this is Squid, just coming up, frolicking around, glitching around rather. We've collected 50 sand. We need 128 sand. I think we need more than 2 shovels, considering 1 shovel only gave us or netted us less than a stack of sand, which is unfortunate. Let's just collect the sand. Collecting sand. How much sand do we have now? We have almost 1.5 stacks. We do have 1.5 stacks, which is great. And let me go and collect more sand over this direction. This is indeed riveting gameplay with the sand collection highlights, as you can see over here. This is so riveting, in fact, it's probably better than watching football, or watching any sports for that matter. Anyways, our shovel's gonna break. And we don't even have 2 stacks of sand. We have 61 sand. 62, 63. And I'm just gonna collect the last one by hand. 64. There we go, we got 128 sand gathering. Alright, let's head back to base. I'm gonna get leek bacon soup. That sounds very refreshing. Alright. I'll store the sand. Let's continue smelting the stone. And let me convert more logs into wooden planks to smelt the stone. And let me get back a new shovel. Oops. Alright. We got sand, we need 128 gravel as well, and we need 25 stone. We need 128 clay. So, we're probably going to need more wood, more shovels, more of everything. So I'm going to collect more wood. Wood collecting. I mean, we are going through the Stone Age right now. We are just collecting the required materials to complete the quest, but from my understanding of this pack, we are going to need to collect a lot more than just the required materials, because this is a very grindy pack and we are going to need everything in our power. What was that? Oh, thorns. We're going to need everything in our power to collect all the materials that we can, so that we can make it out of this pack alive, really. Let me make another shovel. Let me make more sticks. Let me make a new sword, a new pickaxe, new pickaxe, new shovel, and okay, we're going to wait till nighttime, or rather skip the night by sleeping. Oh, I feel really well rested, and I got 25 stone. So we're gonna get 16 more stone. We want to get a macerator, so 5 stone and 2 flint. That is pretty easy. 5 stone and 2 flint. We get a mortar. And let me store flint. Let me store the stone. We need clay and we need gravel. So let's go out searching. We've got gravel here. So let's collect the gravel. We're feeling very speedy right now. We have some sort of speed. We have speed 2 for 4 seconds. That's why. And there goes our speed 2. Collecting gravel. Again, I understand it's not the most riveting gameplay, but it is what it is. Wait till we get to the Steam Age, to the machines, and that will be very exciting. Gravel. There's a cave here, which is going to be a bit of a concern because we don't know what lies within the cave. But we'll see. There's small yellow limonite ore. Very interesting. 5 more. Alright, we got 128 gravel. We're gonna get more gravel. And now I want clay, but I need new shovels. Oh, there's some loot drops for mobs. Okay, we need a new shovel. Store the gravel. And let's go find some clay. We need 128 clay. Where to find clay? That's the question. Our orange tree have grown. That's great. There's some clay here. Let's mine it. That was 8 clay. So that means we need 128 divided by 4 clay. So 32 clay blocks to collect 128 clay. I think while we're at it, we might want to collect more gravel, because this, after all, is Gregtech New Horizons, and we will need a lot of gravel. Let's get more clay in the meantime. There's more clay over here. Let's just collect the clay until we reach 128. There we go. And in the meantime, I'm just going to finish up the durability on this shovel by collecting more gravel. Gravel is in collection. And there we go. We've collected the gravel, we've collected the clay. So now we can head back, eat our leek bacon soup. Maybe we can use our lunch bag to store the things we want to store. It says 1 hour until the next storm, so I don't know what a storm means. Hopefully it's just rain. But if it's like some other kind of storm, that's going to be a bit problematic, of course. I'm gonna get the bacon sandwich. And yeah. Okay, let's just complete these quests. NEI is more powerful than you imagine. Claim. Wow, it's so powerful. We'll get back to that to when we need it. We're just gonna claim all the quests. Claim, claim, claim. More food, more hearts. So we expand our palette. 1 point for every half shank of hunger from a food eaten, and after 50 points we get 1 extra heart. Ooh, that's great. And we get a fried chicken as... And we can see /food list size. We have eaten 24 half shanks, so 26 half shanks till the next heart. Okay, we want to make an unfired clay bucket, which is 5 clay dust, and that is by macerating 5 pieces of clay. But we need to macerate this kind of clay. How do we do that? So we can't get clay like that. Can we get clay dust? Oh, we get a small pile of clay dust. So 4 small piles of clay dust, we need 20 small piles of clay dust, which means we need 20 pieces of clay. 5 pieces of clay dust. And we get ourselves an unfired clay bucket. That's great. Now we need a fired clay bucket, which is probably just smelting it. There we go. The mob noises are pretty loud. And then afterwards, we want to get wood pulp. Finite water is a problem, that's for sure. 10 wood for 3 cacti. Sure, how about that? We get 3 cacti. How do we use the 3 cacti? So we want to use a cactus farm, use water to redirect the cactus to a more convenient pickup location. So finite water is a problem. Make water out of 8 cacti. How do we do that? How do we make water out of 8 cacti? Water. Oh, cactus juice. Okay. So we want to create a cactus farm. Hope it's turning night. You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. Well, it's my game, my rules. So, quick cheat code, and we'll turn it back to easy later. So, we want to make a cactus farm. How do we do that? Place a string next to the cactus and a sand on top of the string. Automatically break. Let's see. Let's collect a piece of sand and let's try it over there. So if I place a cactus, oh, I need my string. I forgot about my string. String, 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 string. Let's get 1 piece of string. Or rather, let's just get all 5 just in case. And let's head back to the cactus that we placed earlier. So, as it says, to automate the farm, place a string next to the cactus and a stand on top of the string. Now when the cactus grows, it will automatically break. Can I even place 2 I can. So, apparently we can't place cactus on top, so it will break. And we want water to direct. Can I use this as a... Oh, I can use this as a bucket of water. Okay. So if it breaks, I want water to direct it here. And the rest of the water, we want it to direct this way down to here. Okay, this is not ideal. So down to here. So this way we can collect our cactus here when it grows. And when the cactus grows, I can actually, place more cacti around. Place a cacti here. And place a cacti here. And break these. So it will flow into here. We want to break this. Throw this into here. Maybe remove this source block. Flow it into here. Okay, we have some sort of cactus farm ongoing, which is great. And we have our fired clay bucket. You want the peanut butter cookies? Maybe let's eat them now. Book parts, we need wood. How do we get wood pulp? We need a lot of wood logs. So let's go collecting some wood logs. Oh, this is our apple tree. It has grown, which is great. Let's go collect some wood logs. There's a burning zombie. And it's... oh, wow, it managed to survive. Not for long. Okay, let's collect some wood pulp, or rather some wood to turn into wood pulp. Maple wood. Where's that zombie that's burning? Oh, oh, that zombie has an enchanted sword. It is a brutish zombie. It's not bad cats apparently, but we managed to kill it. Okay, let's collect the maple wood. What is this? Pine cones. Pine cones are not important, so we can destroy this tree. Let's collect more of the spruce log. This is such riveting gameplay, as you can tell. We're just collecting wood. But I guess my aim of this channel is more to be background video, not really to be something to be watched intently. I mean, as you can tell with my voice and the ASMR quality of it, it is not something that I'm going to be like, oh, you must watch me intently, but rather, it's just a chill channel, nothing much. And our axe broke, but we need to get back to base. Let me eat the peanut butter cookies. Back to base we go. And we have a lot of things. We have a zombie brain. We have coins. We have extra sand. We have a lot of clay. But I'm going to need probably 2 extra mortars. Oops, I forgot how to create a mortar. It's stone, not clay. That's my bad. Hello? How can I help you? Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm gonna create a mortar to process all this wood pulp. We need 16 paper, so that is bucket of water. I might want to collect my crafting table for this. Let me create more sticks to create an axe. And I should probably create a shovel as well. Alright, let's go collecting water for our quest to create paper. I did not collect the crafting table, did I? Crafting table in hand. Okay, water. Water. We're gonna get some paper. Oops. That was not intended. Water. Where's my wood pulp? Water. Water. Plus wood pulp equals paper. I guess that kinda is realistic. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about the process of making paper. But yeah, we're almost there. One more. And we've got 16 paper. Let's head back to base because it is turning nighttime. I can only sleep at night. It is nighttime, come on. Anyways, let's collect the quest. Oh, we get a blank pattern, which is pretty useful. Anyways, it's nighttime. I get fire resistance, that's interesting. Tinker time, we get to do Tinker's construct. Alright, let me set down the crafting table. Let me expand out the base. Let's place the torch maybe here. I want to break this pickaxe. Let me mine the dirt, or rather shovel the dirt. Okay. Now oh, there's a fire truck outside. Okay, we can ignore that. We want to create Tinker's construct, so we need 4 oak logs, 1 string. And that means we need 2 of them actually. And I don't have enough wood. This is brilliant. So we need more wood. On our way to collect more wood. How tall is this tree? Damn, this tree is tall. Okay, I've had enough of this tree. Let's collect some pine wood. Chop chop. Did my piece of wood get stuck? It did. Can I reach? Yes, I can. So there's 8 pieces of pine wood. Let me collect more pine wood. Chop chop. Okay, we have 16 pieces of pine wood. Let's head back to base. We need to utilize the string that we got to get oak barricades, so we need 2 of them. Oak barricade. Oops. Oh, I can't use maple wood. I can't even use pine wood. Oh, I need to chop some spruce wood. That's unfortunate. So let's go chopping 4 more pieces of spruce wood. Alright. Apparently our orange has grown. It's mature, so we can harvest it. Our inventory is full. But let's craft a spruce log into a spruce barricade. Let me keep some of the dirt, the saplings. Okay. So we need a soft hammer, we need 3 sticks, we need a blank pattern. Three sticks. I already forgotten how to make it. I think it's like this. There we go, part builder. Oops, it did not register. It's not registering apparently. Oh, we need to shapelessly craft it into the oak variant. Okay. Stencil table. We need more blank patterns. So that is paper. We need another blank pattern, which is paper, and we need 3 blank patterns. So let's just craft that. Fences, we need 2 fences. So here we go. 2 fences. I've forgotten how to make a fence. Can I not use pine wood planks? Apparently I can't. Okay, so you are relegated to being used as fuel. I can't use pine wood, I need to use spruce wood. So let's chop down more spruce wood. Let me chop the tree adjacent. So now we have 14 pieces of wood. Oh, 15. We have 15 pieces of wood. That is very exciting indeed. Let me go back down. Convert into wood. And spruce planks. Alright. Stencil table. We require 3 sticks actually. Well, I can use you to make sticks actually, so I'm going to use you to make sticks. Sticks. What's this called? Blank pattern. 2 fences and a soft mallet equals a stencil table. So we got ourselves a stencil table. A 2 station, we need a crafting station, which is crafting table. Oops, it's logs, isn't it? It is crafting table into a soft mallet. Was it a soft mallet? Oh, it's a saw. Oh, I don't need a crafting station, I just need a crafting table, 4 sticks. A blank pattern and a soft mallet equals a 2 station. Alright, and a pattern chest. So I need a chest. We need to create a chest, everybody. Using our last piece of flint to create a chest. 4 sticks, a blank pattern, and a soft mallet. Oh, I need more sticks. Four sticks, blank pattern, a chest, and a soft mallet. We've got ourselves a pattern chest, everybody. Right. Let's claim the quest. Okay, I need 6 leather from cows, but it's going to be nighttime soon, so let's just blockade and wait for nighttime. This gives me 2.5. That gives me a lot. Wow. Peanut butter cookies it is. So we need to kill 6 cows, we need to form press, we need to make a knife. How do we make a knife? We need a form, get yourself a knife by putting flint above a stick on a crafting grid. Well, we've run out of flint, so we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. We can get our first tool. That's probably made out of flint. So we need to get more flint. And we need to kill 6 cows. So let us get more flint. Just collecting flint here. Or rather collecting gravel to make flint. Okay, we've got a stack and a bit of gravel. We need to kill cows. Where are the cows? There are cows this way. So let's go this way to collect the cow meat. Oh, there's a creeper. Concussion creeper. And there goes my sword. Ouch. Oh, this is quicksand. Brilliant. Okay. Cows it is. There is cow over on this hill, which is great. Let's go and kill the cow. Why did that cow explode? I have no idea. Are there exploding cows? Cow tipper. Got an achievement. I swear there was one more cow. There's more cows. Oh, there's one more cow here somewhere, trapped in this tree. Let me free you. I assume we're gonna need leather, but I don't know how much leather we need. But we're gonna get more cows. There's more cows this way. Let's just get more cows. Yes, there we go. That was an exploding cow, apparently. Okay, we've got 4 pieces of leather. We can head back home. We've got 6 cows. Let's claim a leather. We need... Oh my gosh, quicksand again. We need to make our first tools, which is going to be the aim of this episode, is to make our first tools, and we're going to complete it, because we're about to make our first tools. Anyways, blank pattern, we need 4, so we need 16 more pieces of paper. That means we need to turn more wood into pulp. We need to turn a lot more wood into pulp. There's something down there. Okay. Ouch. Well, we got raw magnetite that way, so that's pretty interesting. And an impure powder of silver dust. That'd be cool. Okay. So we need to chop more trees. Let's chop these jungle logs over here. Chop, chop. Let's chop one more. Okay. We need 12 pieces, don't we? So, or rather 16 pieces, so we need 12 more paper. So to get 12 paper, we need 6 times 8, 48. 48, so 24 pieces of wood, I believe. So we need to collect more actually. That is our orange tree. We do not want to touch that. Ouch. And our axe broke. This is brilliant. Of course it is. Okay. We're going to need a mortar. "48 pieces of wood pulp." There we go. Let me craft a new axe. Let me break this crafting table. And let's get ourselves some water, so we can perform this quest. There we go. Okay. One more after this. And 16 paper, so we get 4 blank patterns. There we go. We need a pickaxe head pattern. So let's go into Tinker's Construct. I believe it's the stencil table. There we go. Pickaxe head pattern. We need axe head, 2 binding, and shovel. Shovel head, 2 binding, and axe head. There we go. So we probably shouldn't have created the word pickaxe. Now I'm thinking about it. We don't need these anymore. You can get flint pickaxe head in the part builder. Oh, I need to transform my gravel into flint. Flint pickaxe head. There we go. Flint shovel head. Flint axe head. Should we make the binding has to be made out of wood? We need 1 wooden binding. Alright. Flint pickaxe. Is this not how you make it? There we go. I need more wood for wooden bindings. I just need 1 piece of wood anywhere. 1 piece of wood. And we can use our newly minted flint pickaxe to break the cobblestone. Use our 1 piece of wood. Axe head. And shovel. So we got that. And we've completed the quest. Brilliant. Let's store all our patterns. Store this away, store this away. Store the iron ingot away. Oh, we need the flint. Alright. Let me claim the loot bag. I got a bunch of saplings, which is great. Always great to see a bunch of saplings. The chest is full. Alright. We need to get charcoal, so we need forming press, which is a knife. Let's stick in a knife, I believe. Where is my crafting table? Let's stick in a flint, I mean. Stick in a flint makes a knife. Plus a plank press. Makes a wooden form a brick. And now we need charcoal. So this will probably be our last task for today. You may not rest now, monsters are nearby. We're gonna do a bit of a cheat code with that. Alright. We need 104 unfired coke oven bricks, which means we need 104 divided by 3, which is, I believe it is 30 something, 34 point something, so 35. Let's get 35. Okay, so we need 35 pieces of sand times 5. Okay, we just need a lot of sand basically. Where's the sand that we collected? Let's get the clay that we collected. Okay. Where's our forming press? We have 72. We need a bit more. We need more sand. Let's just use the remaining sand we have. Okay, we have 78. We need a few more, so that means we need to mine a bit more sand. A bit more sand, everybody. Just a bit more sand. But with this flint pickaxe, or rather flint shovel, it's a lot faster, which is great news. Let's head over there to mine some sand. We can head here rather. Just shovel up some sand. I know this is not the most riveting gameplay. I think I've said it many times. But it is what it is. There should be enough sand, I think. We'll get to the more riveting tech part later on in the series. That is 96. We need more sand. Apparently I just can't count. Alright, more sand it is. Just up here collecting sand. Sand, 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 sand. It's just a bunch of sand collecting. Not much to say really. I mean, what is there to say about sand? Sand is a pretty interesting substance. It makes glass. It's found on beaches. I guess that's what you could say about sand. Alright, we've gotten the sand. I believe that's enough. Let's head back down. Finish this up. We've got 104 unfired coke bricks, and we just need to smelt it. So we need a lot of wood. I just realized that. Let's go chopping for some wood. Let's go get the pine wood because it's pretty useless other than fuel and sticks. Pine wood it is. We've got a 9. What is that sound? Sup, I guess. It sounds like witch, but it's not witch. So it almost scared me. I thought it was a witch right beside me. Let me eat the fried chicken. We need a bunch of wood. Let's collect some of the spruce logs. Okay, there's an enderman. Just zooping around. Yeah. Okay. We're getting wood. We're still getting wood because there is never not enough wood. Meanwhile, let's go get smelting. Let me just get a bit more wood. I hear a skeleton. That is dangerous. Let's just collect a bunch of wood. I know I said that many times already. But it is what it is, and I make the rules. So, yeah, I mean, what else can you say, really? Ooh, the apple has grown. Let me get the apple. Oh, it's 50%. I thought it's fully grown. This orange is mature though. We can eat it. We need 26 coke oven bricks to form a coke oven. So I will get back to you once we fully smelted all the coke, or rather the coke oven bricks. See ya? Okay, we are back. We've gotten the coke oven bricks required, 104 of them, and now we need to create 26 coke oven bricks. There we go. 26 coke oven bricks. We get 2 large bacon sandwiches. So how do I create a coke oven? It doesn't tell me. How do you create the coke oven? Does it tell me how to create the multi-block? Ah, okay. So it's just a 3x3. And I assume it is... Oh, it's an enderman. I assume it's one empty in the middle. Coke oven. There we go. Now how do I get charcoal from the coke oven? Just burn wood. Well, just so happens I collected a bunch of wood. And it's burning. We're gonna get charcoal, everybody. Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. And we need 4 pieces of charcoal. We can get creosote. Can use an iron or clay bucket. You eventually want to automate coke ovens, and that's when you can use it to generate power. Okay. That's great. But this takes how long to generate coal? How long does it take to generate coal? Or rather charcoal, I should say, for that matter. The coke oven takes 1800 ticks. There's 20 ticks a second, isn't it? So that is 90 seconds. 1.5 minutes to generate one piece of coal or charcoal. Well, we'll get our first charcoal and then we'll end the episode there. Charcoal, everybody. We've gotten ourselves a piece of charcoal. Oh, this is a retrieval task, so we need to consume it, which is unfortunate. Okay. But we've gotten ourselves charcoal, and it's time to sleep. Soon. Anyways, that's the end of the episode, I guess. I mean, there's not much to say, really. We've gotten ourselves our first piece of charcoal on episode 2. Thank you again for watching. If you've watched this far, it is 1 hour plus into the episode, I know. And if you like the ASMR voice, I guess I'll continue doing that. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. This is Gregtech New Horizons and jcamplays. Bye bye.